Today we're going to do a really fun one, and this is my gluten-free orange almond snacking cake. So let's get on with the ingredients. 2 cups of ground almonds, 6 eggs, 1 cup of granulated sugar, 4 tablespoons of orange juice, and 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. So those are the ingredients, so let's get started. For my first step, I'm going to take my 6 eggs and I'm going to separate them. Yolks in one bowl, whites in another bowl. So I'll do that first and then I'll come back. So I've separated my 6 yolks and my 6 whites and we're ready for our next step. So now we're going to work with our yolks. I'm going to grab my mixer and I'm just going to start whipping some air into here. Grab all of your sugar and get that right in. And put in your vanilla as well. And now I want to beat this for a good 5 minutes. I want to get this really, really creamy. So I'll keep going on this, and then I'll be back in a little while. So this is about 5 minutes later, and I'll just show you how nice our batter is. When I pull my beaters out, you can see ribbons are forming, and this is what you want. Also notice that the nice color of our batter is a lot lighter than when we started, and that's what we're looking for. So at this point, I'll get my mixer going again, and I'm going to slowly pour in our orange juice. And get all of that mixed in. And that's good. And now we're going to start folding in our ground almonds. So I'll grab the ground almonds. I'll just give a little shake. And I already sifted these earlier on, but I'll just do it again. Okay, that's perfect. I'll grab a spatula and I'm going to simply fold these in. All of those ground almonds, just slowly get them incorporated into the egg yolks and sugar. Now to lighten this batter up, we're going to now take our egg whites and we're going to whip those, and then we're going to fold the egg whites into this, and then we're going to be ready for our oven. So that's good. Now we'll get on to our egg whites. For our final step, I've got my egg whites here. Those are the 6 egg whites. I'm going to grab my mixer and I want to start mixing these up until I get stiff peaks. So I'll keep going at this and I'll be back in a couple of minutes. So this is about 1 minute later, and you can see really soft peaks are happening here. The mixture is really, really loose still, so I'll just keep going. Okay, so I've been mixing for about 3 minutes, and you can see really, really nice right now. Nice stiff peaks happening. We're going to grab our original bowl, and then I'm going to grab a little bit of our whites, and I just want to fold those in, and this is going to lighten this mixture. Now over on the side I have a 10-inch springform pan that I have lined with some parchment paper, and that's what we're going to be using today. My oven right now is preheating to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. I just want to get all of this really well combined. So just look for those little white little bitties in there. And once those are starting to really combine with the yolks, then you know that you've done a good job. And that's perfect. So now we'll get the rest of this in. And when you're at this step, or before you get to this step, you want to make sure that you have your baking tin ready to go, because you do not want to be sitting, having this sit on your counter while you're getting everything ready. You want to have everything ready because you don't want this to start deflating too much. I'll pull over my pan so you can see it here. Right here. So this is 10 inches in diameter. So I just want to start folding. Fold. So you do not want to mix this, because if you put a mixer in here, you're going to deflate all of that mixture. You can see how much air is in there right now. Looks really, really good. And at this point, I'm happy. Grab my baking tin. So there we have the parchment paper in the bottom. And I'm just going to pour this right in. So when you get this into your actual baking dish or your tin, you want to get this right into the oven. You don't want to wait around. You'll notice that there's no leavening, there's no baking powder or baking soda in this recipe. All of the volume is going to come from the eggs. And you'll notice that there's no fat in here as well. We didn't use any type of oil. No oil, no butter. And that's it. Just gonna give it a little shake to get it even. And now right into my oven. My cake has been cooling now for about 15 minutes. I baked it for a total of 35 minutes at 350 degrees. And what I'm going to do now is just take a little silicone spatula, and I want to make sure that I get a clean break when I open my little ring here on my springform pan. So this is always a good idea. So just take your spatula and push it down, and that will just help out with the release once we open up the ring. And this cake smells really, really nice. I'll just make sure so you can go right around. And that's perfect like that. And then we'll just open our ring. And there we have it. And that smells awesome. So I've just zoomed in and I've dropped my camera angle just so that you can see how nice this cake is. A really nice rise on the cake. Gluten-free. There is no flour in here. No butter, no oil, and no baking powder or baking soda. Really, really nice. So at this point, the cake really needs to cool down. Once it does, we'll take a slice and then we're going to put a little bit of powdered sugar over the top just to finish it off. So now that our cake has completely cooled, we'll flip it over. And I'll just show you how easy the bottom comes off because of that parchment, and then we can just gently peel this right off. Oh, this cake is so nice. Can you hear that? Listen. So spongy. Beautiful cake. We'll flip it back over. And now we're going to cut into that. Look at that. Oh, that looks nice. So I've just zoomed in a little bit just to show you a little closer up. A beautiful cake. Remember, this is gluten-free, so there's no flour. We also have no butter and no oil in here. For an optional step, I have a little bit of powdered sugar in a little sieve. Now you just want to tap your sieve and just put a little bit over your cake. And there we have it. Perfect. So I've just zoomed in one last time, as close as I can, just to show you what this looks like. This has a really, really nice texture. I hope you try this video out. Look at that. Yum. Oh, that is so good. I hope you try this recipe out. It's really, really good. I cannot tell you how good this is. Gluten-free. Amazing. It just melts in your mouth. Really, really nice. So that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe if you wish. I really do appreciate that. So that's it, and I'll see you next time. Gluten-free.